Hey, howdy there. Action Bible time, yeah? Everybody's favorite. We're on page 647. A good neighbor, based on Luke 10:25 through 37. One day, while Jesus is preaching, a lawyer asks Jesus a question that he thinks has a complicated answer. What should I do to receive eternal life? Jesus answers the lawyer's question with another question. Well, you are an expert in God's law. What does God say? Love God with all your heart and love your neighbor as yourself. You're right. Do that and you will have eternal life. That's easy for you to say, but who is my neighbor? Jesus answers with a story. A man is traveling from Jerusalem to Jericho. On the way, robbers attack him. They beat him up and leave him for dead. A priest comes down the road. He sees the wounded man and fears that the robbers might still be nearby. So he quickly continues on his way. A little later, a Levite, an assistant to the priest, comes along, but he has important things to do in Jericho. So he, too, hurries by. But when a Samaritan sees the wounded man, he stops. Even though Samaritans and Jews are bitter enemies, he takes care of the man's wounds. Then he takes him to an inn, pays someone to look after him while he gets well. When Jesus finishes the story of the Good Samaritan, he asks, which of these travelers was a neighbor to the man who was robbed? The man who helped him. Go and do the same. Yeah, that's a good story. And so, what we want to do is we want to treat people better than we want to be treated. So, when the things don't add up so much, you can have a little extra grace so they will add up. But we want to go ahead and do His will, and what does that look like? Well, He says to wash people's feet. He says to take care of orphans and widows. He says to live selflessly. And he says to pick up your cross. And so what that means is put others' needs before yours and address the immediate needs of people around you, And when you do this, you will be doing His will. So we treat others with love and kindness, and we tell them the truth, because offense is a small price to pay for eternal life. And so I'd rather offend you, have you go to heaven, than to just go ahead and tell you everything's okay and you can just take the easy way into hell. So God bless you and your family. Have a great night.